Meet Sadio Mane, the man with a golden heart. You see, Mane came from a poor family and affording basic necessity was a problem. So he knows what it feels like to be poor. But despite the challenges, it didn't stop him from pursuing his dream. Just like any other regular kid in Africa, Mane will play barefoot on dusty field. Sometimes they will improvise balls made from socks, or they play any other object that looks round. However, the first challenge was with his father. You see, Mane came from a very religious family and his father was the imam in their village. His father didn't want him to become a football player as his father valued education over sport. And you can say this is almost the same with most parents in Africa. Also, as the imam, Mane's father preferred Mane to follow his footsteps. However, his father passed away when he was just 7 years old due to lack of proper health care in their village.
Now, is it true that your family didn't really want you to become a footballer?
Good question. It was a tough moment for me in Senegal when I was especially young. They don't like football, especially my mom and my dad as well, and my uncle. They prefer me to go to school all the time, to study. Time I was only focusing I want to be a football player. But they always tell me, hey, how can you be a football player? It's not possible. This village is so far from Dakar, how you can go? We don't even have family there.
At 15 years old, Mane was deep into football and is recognized by most people in his village for what he does. But then, he knew if he really wanted to achieve his dream, he will have to leave the village and move to a better place. And he had no money for any of this. He had no money to travel, he had no money to go for trials, but some of his good neighbors, friends and family came to his rescue as they contributed money just for him to push his dream. Mane eventually traveled to Dakar, Senegal's capital. When he arrived at Dakar, he participated in trials at Generation Foots, a football academy in Senegal that produced the likes of Papi Cissé and Ismaïla Sarr. The first impression that the trial coordinators had when they saw Mane was like, what was he here to do? Mane was wearing tattered jersey, tattered shorts and condemned boots. However, that didn't define him as he performed excellently and he was accepted into the academy. You see, that academy had a partnership with Metz FC, a club that was in French League 2 back then. Scouts from the club regularly monitor the academy to see players that are very talented. It didn't take long for them to notice Mane and they were impressed, so they signed him. They handed him his first professional contract and that was the turning point in his life. After a year at Metz, he joined Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. He won multiple trophies there and in 2014, Southampton was interested and they signed him. He did well at Southampton and his talent was clear and obvious.